Try one out, and I'm gonna let you know how well we did with the cottage cheese deviled eggs. Keto and all. Hey guys, Dave here, back in the kitchen. Hey, my pan's like, I don't know what it's got going on the bottom. Today we're gonna make keto cottage cheese deviled eggs. I'm a huge deviled eggs fan. I've been planning on doing this recipe for like 3 weeks, but I keep, I'm intimidated by doing deviled eggs, by hard boiling the eggs and all that. I've done it before, but it's intimidating to me, and I keep putting it off, but I really want them today. So today we're gonna try to do a cottage cheese keto spin on the deviled egg. Deviled egg is already a pretty keto-friendly food, but to add that protein, it's gonna be good for like GLP-1 diet, keto diet, and it's just gonna make it a little bit more robust and delicious. So to start off, we need to boil some eggs. And I'm trying to figure out what to do. Let me put water in this, cold water. All right, try not to spill. There's my cold water into a pot. Hopefully this doesn't overflow. Then we're gonna put 6 eggs, really just 6? That's what it says, that's what we'll do. 6 eggs into the water. I am kind of tempted to double this recipe, but then again, I always do that and then I don't eat it all, so I probably should just do the 6. Keep it simple. We'll just do the 6. Then we're gonna put it onto our stovetop. I think this may be too much water. I don't know. We're gonna bring it to a boil with high, like turn the thingy on high, the stove thingy, and bring it up to a boil, and we're gonna boil it for 10 minutes. That's gonna be step 1. Well, it says to bring it to a boil, then simmer for 10. I don't know. I saw this gadget on TikTok that you just put the eggs in there, press a little thingy, and it cooks them, it hard boils them. I should get that, that'd be kind of cool. This is saying I'm gonna need to put a cover on this. I don't know if I have a cover for this pan. Will this thing work? Yeah, we're good. We'll use this. Once it gets to a boil, we're gonna cover it and turn off the heat. That's what we're gonna do. All right, so we're still waiting for this water to boil. It's been like 8 minutes. It's kind of starting, but it's not fully there yet. And we do need to cook up some bacon, because what is a deviled egg without the bacon on top? Bacon or inside? Is it inside or on top? I don't know, we'll find out when we read the rest of the recipe. I'm gonna do it the kind of lazy way and cook the bacon on a pan in the oven. And a lot of people like doing it, prefer doing it this way. If I'm eating the bacon for myself, usually I will actually just cook it in a skillet on top of the oven. But this is really nice if you're trying to keep life easy. And if you put down some foil before you do this, it makes cleanup easier too. I probably should have done that, but I wasn't thinking. So I'm just gonna do 4 pieces because we're making a pretty small recipe here. And we're gonna put that in the oven at 400 degrees. We're gonna cook that bacon for about 15 minutes. We'll check on it in a little bit and see how it's looking. The egg thing is like boiling, but very lightly. I'm not sure if I need to go longer. Like I said, this is a bit daunting, the boiling the eggs thing and not messing them up, so I don't know. I know it's supposed to come to a boil, then I'm supposed to turn off the heat, but that's like just a little trickle of a boil. I feel like it needs to be a rolling boil. All right, we're gonna call that the rolling boil, I think, guys. Let me know in the comments if I'm going too soon here. I guess I'll figure it out on my own when I take these out and try to peel them. But now we're supposed to put a cover on it. I hope that's a rolling boil. I think it is, I don't know. Put a cover on it and turn off the heat. And we're just gonna let it sit there like that with the cover. I'm gonna leave it on the same eye, I think I'm supposed to, for like 10 to 12 minutes, depending on doneness, desire, I guess would be the way to say it. We'll see what happens. Hopefully this works out. I'm nervous about it. I really hope I don't fail, but sometimes I do. And when this is done and the bacon's done in like 10 minutes, I'll come back and I'm gonna have a bowl of ice water because we're gonna take the eggs and put them straight into ice water, and supposedly that's gonna help us peel them easier. It wouldn't be a Cooking with Dave video without some ridiculousess. I don't have ice. Like, I went in my fridge. It's got the ice maker built in. Apparently it was turned off, so that's empty. I found this little ice pack. Will that work? Can I put that in the water and then put the eggs in and it'll magically make them easy to peel? I don't know. That's what we're gonna try. I don't know, should I even eat like with this? Is this dangerous? Non-toxic, freezer safe. I don't know. It's probably fine. Don't do this, get ice. All right, our bacon looks pretty good. Where's my little pot holder thingy? All right, I found my pot holder thingy. Let's take a look at the bacon. That seems pretty good. We're basically just using this for the top of the eggs. Let me set this over here. And our eggs have been, kind of boiling with the heat off for like 12 minutes. And we're gonna take them out of our pot over here and just place them in this sort of kind of ice water. We're calling it ice water. Hopefully, I'll take this out now because I don't know if it's contaminating me. It says it's non-toxic, so it's probably okay. but I really need just normal ice. Use normal ice, all right? I can't believe I don't have ice. That's not that common of an occurrence for me. So what we want to do is we want to take our eggs. I'm going to get a little pan to put them in. We're going to take them out and we're going to try to, what's the trick here, guys? How do I do this? I don't even know if they're hard boiled. I heard a trick once that if you like spin them, if they spin, they're hard boiled. Let's compare it to a non-hard boiled one. Here's one we didn't boil. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that, I taught you something. All right, let's try to crack it, I guess. Take the shell off. Oh gosh, I almost just dropped it. Let's super zoom in so you can see how it goes. Generally, I imagine it'll go terribly, but you never know. So far, so good, actually. Look at this. Let me know your tricks in the comments below when it comes to hard boiling eggs. What did I do wrong? What did I do right? What would you do different? These are all questions I have for patience, Dave. Patience, don't rush it. See, there you go, I screwed it up. Not terrible. For me, that's pretty solid. I'll take it. One little mess up. All right, so let me do the rest of these. And once I get them all nice and peeled and beautiful and glorious, we'll come back to work on the next step. I'm excited about these keto cottage cheese hard-boiled eggs. Deviled eggs? Deviled eggs. Angel eggs, as my mom calls them. She calls them angel eggs. That one came out perfect too. All right, I'll be back. All right, so I boiled all these eggs. I'm gonna smell them. They smell like boiled eggs. And we're gonna look at them. The reason I did that is because something weird happened that I've never had happen before. There was some like yellow. See like yellow there? I've never seen that happen. I didn't know if maybe my eggs were bad, but I Googled it and Google says it's fine. It's just like a little bit of inner yolk seepage through the white part. So apparently it's not a big deal, but you know me. I'm always nervous. I'm a nervous Nelly. It said as long as the insides and the outsides look good, we should be good to go to make the world's best keto cottage cheese deviled eggs. So let's just cut them in half and see how they look inside. Ooh, it's glorious. That looks good. What do you guys think? That water is still steaming from where we hard boiled the eggs. It's crazy. So you can do the same at home. You're just gonna cut all your eggs in half if you're following along, which you should be. No, not really. You can if it comes out good. I think it will though. We are now gonna take our egg yolks out of the eggs and put them into a bowl. I do have some of that, yeah, that looks like a hard-boiled egg to me. I don't know if I cooked them too long or not. I do notice there's like yellow, like a little gray on the outside. I think that happens when you cook them a little too long. Pretty sure, but. So we just want all our yolks into a bowl, like that. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. All right, I'm gonna take my little immersion blender and we're gonna start working on the filling. I'll set these eggs aside here. So for the filling, we're gonna add into our egg yolks 1/3 cup of cottage cheese. We're making a pretty small batch here, so we don't need a ton. Just 1/3 cup of cottage cheese, 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. Now I'm gonna use Duke's, but the recipe that I'm using technically said it would be best to use like avocado-based mayo, but I don't have any. So I'm using what I got. There's 1 tablespoon, and making a mess. Making a mess downtown, Remember that song? Although it's making my way downtown. 2 tablespoons of mayo in there, boom, we did it. Then we want to do 1/2 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. And then I'm gonna try my immersion blender. You can blend this any way you want. I'm gonna try this, blend it all together. This seems to be a very effective tool. Now we gotta add some spices. We're gonna do between 1/4 and 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, smoked. Again, depending on preference, same with onion powder and garlic powder, between 1/4 and 1/2 teaspoon, somewhere in there. You can always add more if you want on the tops. A little bit of pepper, and if you want, you can put cayenne in there if you like it spicy. And we'll do a little bit of salt, and let's blend it again. Should I blend it, or should I use a fork? I wanna blend it because it's fun. Oh. Good enough? Yeah, sure. I don't want to lose any of this goodness, so I'm just making sure I get as much of it off of this as I can. All right, so now we're going to fill the eggs the best we can. I am not an artist when it comes to this sort of stuff. That was maybe too much. You let me know in the comments. Let's just do this. Fill them all up, and then we still got another step, so don't go anywhere. Okay, so it looks like we have plenty to fill all the things. Actually, we can fill them to bursting, which is kind of nice. I like that. And I've got a little extra. Might as well use it. I'm sure it's gonna be delicious. I don't know, I'm gonna mess it up trying to add more. I just hate to waste any of it. Yeah, we'll call that good. All right, now I'm gonna take my bacon from earlier and throw it on a cutting board, and I think you can guess the rest. If you guessed we're gonna chop it up, you guessed correctly. So I would say that's pretty well chopped. Now we're just gonna sprinkle that onto our cottage cheese deviled eggs. And just load each one up with as much bacon as you like. And the nice thing about this, like honestly, is this is gonna be great for like a make ahead. I'll be honest, the reason I cooked this recipe right now, other than really wanting it, is because I'm fasting right now. So I can't eat yet. I have another, what time is it? Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm watching the clock. About another 2 hours before I can eat. And in those 2 hours, I will be consuming these, and I'll record myself eating them, and I will let you know at the end of this video how they are. But I bet you they're delicious, and I'm gonna find out real quick. You're gonna find out in just a second. I'll be back when I can taste these. Like I said, I'm just gonna throw them in the fridge. Maybe put a little wrap over them. Maybe not even, I'm not sure. And then we'll try them. Stand by. Alrighty, so here we are. It has been 2 hours, so my fast is over, which means I can eat these. I honestly prefer deviled eggs cold, so it actually worked perfect for me. I've had them before where like I eat them while they're still hot. I never really like the texture and stuff. I don't know, there's something about like the 4th of July picnic and all that stuff. It just feels right to have them cold. So here's what they look like. Do a little zoom in. They look great. Now I'm gonna try one out, and I'm gonna let you know how well we did with the cottage cheese deviled eggs. Keto and all that. Wow. I mean, I kind of inhaled it, to be fair. Those are delicious. They actually are really, really good. All right, so I will say, I looked at the macros on these. Basically, each half an egg is 70 calories, 5 grams of protein, which is great. You have like 3 of them, you're at 200 calories and 15 grams of protein for a super filling breakfast. That's actually quite good for like, for keto, GLP-1, all that stuff. This is a pretty great macroed recipe, and it's absolutely delicious. You definitely should try this one. If you like deviled eggs at all, especially if you like my cottage cheese stuff, you're gonna love this, I guarantee it. Let me know in the comments if you try it and what you thought of it. We'll see you next time. Subscribe if you haven't, that helps me out, guys. Bye-bye. I need to get another one.